Hey teachers, I feel your pain. Some of the issues that we are having with student behavior in our classroom, in our buildings, on our campuses, because students are unable to understand the emotions that they are having. That is the first area I think of social and emotional learning that needs to be discussed for our kids is self-awareness. And to help you do that, I wrote a student workbook that is based off of the Dr. King speech where he asked the question, what is in your life's blueprint? I use that as a departure point for a teaching tool that helps kids in the 5 areas of social and emotional learning: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision making. And what I want to talk about today is the area of self-awareness. For you to be self-aware, it is so vitally important for us all to have the same language and same vocabulary. When I was a teacher, teaching 4th grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, as an ELA teacher and a social studies teacher, and as a self-contained teacher, teaching all of the subject areas that were important, that I would start a lesson talking about vocabulary so that we're all on the same page. And so in one of the lessons in my workbook called Helping Build Your Life's Blueprint with SEL, and that SEL be social and emotional learning. In the beginning of the workbook, I talk about vocabulary that is necessary for kids to be able to explain how it is that they feel. And 4 of the questions are vitally important. It is, how do you feel when you're having these 4 emotions? Overwhelmed? How do you feel when you're angry? How do you feel when you're sad? And how do you feel when you are misunderstood? So you can have this worksheet out of my workbook if you just in the comments put I want it, and I'll DM you this worksheet. Also, if you want to email me, you could do so at roycekinieberew@gmail.com. I think it is so important for us as conscientious child caregivers, where you're inside the classroom or outside the classroom, where you are a teacher, an administrator, a Sunday school teacher, a AAU basketball coach, a 7-on-7 strength and conditioning coach. However you interact with kids, that we start to support them with the ability for them to express their emotions in a way where they can be helped, understood, valued, and respected. And this particular lesson that you can get is one of those ways. It asks kids, because everybody doesn't know what being proud means. Everyone doesn't know what being overwhelmed means and being misunderstood, exactly what that encompasses. And if we can get the vocabulary right, we can start helping kids navigate their emotions. And if we can get kids to start navigating their emotions, they will be more successful and we will be able to help them better. I will see you next time.